Welcome to this very special Wild Card Wednesday here at the Rad Podcast. I'm Relly.
And I'm Debbie.
And today we have a very exciting establishment. It is Forbidden Fruits. Oh, Forbidden Fruits, witches, malls, country, iconography. Yeah.
Everything's nice.
Honestly, super excited about this movie.
Yeah, this movie was everything to us. And it still is. I can't wait until this is on streaming.
Cannot.
We might have to go back to we have to find some theater. I mean, I feel like it's gone out of our local area.
I think it is.
Completely.
Yeah.
So we just got to wait for
streaming. But it's going to come.
It's going to come back.
Yeah.
We might have to do a watch with us or something like that.
Yeah. So
when it comes out.
First of all, definitely wanted to say that, we saw a commercial. We saw this movie weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And we had so many other movies coming out. It was kind of hard. We have this. We had another one that we've been sitting on. Yeah. That's more like horror-esque. Mm-hmm. And then we saw that commercial last night that is like halfway to Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Who's doing that? Is
halfway
that
to Halloween.
Shudder doing that?
I think it is Shudder.
Yeah, shout out to
halfway to Halloween.
Shout out to them. So I was like, you know what? This is something that we could do. We started off doing a bunch of horror.
We did.
We do love horror.
We've
done a whole lot of other stuff. We've proven that we're a diverse podcast with multiple layers, like a cake, not an onion, because we don't make you cry or sweet. But yeah, definitely wanted to unleash some of these amazing, or not so amazing, honestly, horror films that we've seen. Yeah. And we're gonna kick it off with one that we, spoiler alert, enjoyed thoroughly. Called Forbidden Fruits. And this was super exciting because, we have an AMC A-list stubs plan thingy.
Right.
So we pay monthly and then we get 4 movies a week. Yeah. So we go to the movies.
We do be at the movies.
We see a bunch of stuff that we love. We see a bunch of stuff for the hell of it. We see things to support certain artists.
Yeah.
And it's a really great experience. So a couple weeks ago, looking for movies to fill, and I see this thing. I booked it 2 weeks out, maybe. Yeah. To go see.
Oh yeah, you
Fruits.
did. You got this ticket really early.
All I saw was a poster. They were girls at the mall acting cunt, doing foolishness. Yeah. And they're in a cult of sorts.
Right.
So immediately saved it, and I was like, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
We had not seen a trailer or anything about it and went to go see at all. This
which was a surprise. It was the fact we hadn't seen any trailer at all was a surprise to me. I didn't hear about this movie at all. It's always kind of shocking or surprising when a movie manages to be released and I haven't heard anything. As far as any kind of buzz, because I was subscribed to so many movie channels or movie reviews on YouTube in various locations. So I was like, oh, it's always a pleasant surprise.
Absolutely.
To find something I know nothing about this at all.
Yeah.
I heard anything. Let's watch.
Yeah, I absolutely didn't either. So it's really great.
Nice.
Just to give you, before we jump into our 4 categories, a little background about this film. It's actually directed by Meredith Alloway, who did the screenplay as well with Lily Houghton. Now, Lily Houghton did the original play that this is based off. That is called Of the Woman Came the Beginning of Sin, and so through her we all die.
Very true.
That is such a ridiculous title.
That is.
And I love it. So it's adapted from it. Some changes have been made to the characters' names and stuff like that, and the name of the business that they work at. Yeah. But it also is super surprising that we haven't heard of it. It's produced by a handful of people from Waterhouse Productions. I believe it's called Mary Ann, Trent Hubbard, Mason Novick, and the one and only Diablo Cody, who you would recognize her name from Jennifer's Body, which is a timeless, absurd film.
It is.
It's one of my favorite. I think it is a cult classic.
One of your favorites.
And it's so good. Yeah, Jennifer was a victim, by the way.
Oh.
until she started making victims.
I mean, that's normally how victims operate.
That's normally how they operate.
Now, I'm not gonna say normally, but that's how a lot of victims operate.
Honestly,
they're the victims until they start making more victims.
Exactly. Okay, and you know what I love to say? Eventually, you stop being what happened to you, and you start becoming what you're doing to other people.
You love to say that?
I love to say it.
You always.
I actually have always said that. How dare you? I've literally said that several times. I've said it on this podcast.
Oh.
Run the clip. We don't have a clip. I cannot begin to go
to even look for where that's at.
But know that I said, real ones who are here for Relly, you know I've said it.
Oh.
Pull up the tapes in a podcast, put the timestamps so Deli know what's going on.
Ooh.
Now, this had a world premiere at South by Southwest Film Festival in March of 2026, March 16. Happy birthday to me on the 17th.
All right.
And it was released by independent film company IFC and Shudder.
Oh,
yeah,
that is true. I forgot I had the Shudder. Dum dum.
Yes.
Dum dum.
So good. So before we get into everything, we'll tell you more about the cast and everything in the orders. You know how we do it. We're going to talk about the story, the casting and acting. We're going to talk about the cinematography and then sound design and give you an overall explanation on what we think and what our final score and review is. Okay? So the brass tacks of it all is we're following these young women who you girls ate because we thought you were a lot younger than y'all are. You ate down. You looked phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And it's a group of these girls that are working in a mall. We follow Apple, Fig, and Cherry. Okay? They're in Dallas, Texas, working at a store called Eden Free. It's a clothing store. The girls are kind of devious.
They are kind of devious.
They
do have a certain air about them.
Yeah.
I think it's Free Eden.
Yeah, Free Eden. What did I say? Eden Free?
Yeah.
My bad, Free Eden.
You know, they gonna get it. They gonna get it.
So sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, they do have a certain air about them. They're very elite. I mean, there's very people talk about them. There's a voiceover about them.
Yes.
As they live and breathe. So yeah.
Yeah, and they're walking, they're stomping, and they're there in the mall. They're owning it. I mean, people are getting up, like fleeing from the table in the food court so the girls could sit. Yeah. And they're amazing, honestly. They're amazing. You can tell that they're at the top of the food chain.
They are.
And they're there. They have a new manager, Sharon.
Right.
Who's in, and ultimately, Apple is the ringleader. She's sick of Sharon's shit and her kind of micromanaging and even being there. And they recently lost a girl who was working there who left. And they're looking for another girl to come and work.
That is true. They are looking for another
girl. And they're open. So we kind of watch the dysfunction, the different dynamics between the young ladies, and enters Pumpkin.
Right.
Who's working at like a parody of Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, a pretzel shop.
Yeah. Salt Sisters?
Probably.
For literally absolutely no reason. It was really iconic. And we see her try to get in and work at Free Eden.
Yeah.
And the dynamics between them and see who opens their arms to welcome her in. And it becomes kind of like a fight for attention with Apple, as well as kind of struggling to exude actual sisterhood.
Exactly.
Versus being super performative, which I think, it happens all the time. We've had movies like this, like, Mean Girls, The Craft. It's stuff that's timeless because it happens today in real schools.
Yeah.
And we get to see this dynamic unfold, and ultimately the girls tell her, we're kind of witches.
Right.
A little.
A little, yeah.
Not that foo-foo shit you think you know, but like the real shit.
The real stuff.
Yeah. And we go from there. And we're trying to obviously do like a spoiler-free
for sure
review. but just greatness. I will say,
it was really good.
You know, we talked about it that like this film is for sure for the girls.
It is for the girls. It's
and for the
girls
works.
and the girls and the gays. It's definitely for the girls and the gays. I mean, there's literally a song. We'll get into that later, but there's a song that talks to both of those things, like girls and gays, in the movie. But yeah, I definitely think they did a great job with this. All the girls are great. We'll get into that later with casting. The director, Meredith Alloway. Have you seen Meredith? Let me show you Meredith.
Girl, I know you crazy.
And it's exactly
her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absurdity.
Yeah.
I love it. We will be putting her pictures up. Those exact pictures. Iconic. An asymmetrical bob with a full red lip. A woman.
Is everything. She's everything.
And
this seems to be her first like feature debut. And, like as far as like directing, she's had some shorts and some music videos under her belt. So that was it's amazing direction from her, and I just think it's gonna be a cult classic if it's not already. If it's not already working on it. And I mean, you nailed it. I saw a comment that said that if Mean Girls, The Craft, and Bodies had a baby,
that's exactly
it would be this movie. And they nailed that too. Because that's exactly it. That's how you sum it up.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
And it does a really great job too of kind of keeping you displaced. Like, what time is this? You know, it's modern, but at the same time, it could be 2003.
Yeah, because it's a mall.
Yeah, so. It's everything. So, without further ado, as for overall story, and we could talk about like other parts without giving too much.
Yeah,
what did you give this film for story?
I did give the story a 9. Mm-hmm. I do feel like the story is wild. Mm-hmm. Because again, we came in completely blind. Yeah. So the borderline like witchcraft, or however you want to take that, the witchcraft of it all, I wasn't ready for that. And I welcomed it once I found it. But I was like, wow, this is a really interesting movie. Mm-hmm. And it is framed in a way because, you're always in the mall. So it's like, I don't know if days have gone by, weeks have gone by. You know, they do have a device in place where they kind of show you the pacing through the sales season. Yeah. So that kind of shows you like kind of how we're going through the year. Yes. They do have that. But other than that, and I think that's kind of lends to it. I don't know if you guys have watched Severance, but a big chunk of that first season is in the location, in the office. Mm-hmm. So you don't know how many days have actually passed because they're only quote unquote awake when they're in the office. Right. So it's very much that with this. It's like you're always at the mall. So I don't know if we've been here for a week or, you have to track the outfits so you can see it's a different day. It's done in a good way. I think it's done intentionally.
Yeah. And I was going to say even to that, because of who they are, these are fashion girlies. Let me tell you something, and I put that part in cinematography. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Yeah. They were dressing down. So they were changing the outfits multiple times in one day.
That's true too.
So I give the story a 10. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've had witches. We've had Mean Girls. Mm-hmm. We've had mall films. We haven't had all of that in one yet. And I was very concerned. I was like, I hope he likes this film. Because I was like, we need to go see this. And we went on like a random Tuesday night or something.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
And I was screaming from the start of it. This film, it's such a weird, slow burning parts. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the excitement is in the delivery of the lines from these girls. These are real girls who work here. Yeah. Real young women. They're very actualized as people, even though they are absurd people. Yeah. Especially Cherry, who low-key might be my favorite. I've been thinking. And we just get to see them approach things in such a different way, right? We've had like the craft and calling the four corners, and like we know we need 4. We need a good coven of 4. But we've never seen it done in a way of seasons like this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's very unique in that way. I do feel that they do a good job in developing the characters like fully.
Yes.
So that is the reason why I dinged it though. You mentioned it. It gets a little slow burn-ish.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
dinged it that point for that reason because I do remember thinking that there was some like continuity things going on or some weird pacing happening.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you exactly, and if I could tell you, I still wouldn't tell you because it's spoiler free.
Right.
But sucker free Sundays. But yeah, I do remember thinking like, oh, this is kind of weird. But I loved every moment of it, and I think it's definitely going to be, if you're here for it, you're going to be here for it, and the pacing or that's not going to matter.
Yeah,
because it's more of a concept. Mm-hmm. You know, the concept is there and it's clear.
I can see what you're saying too about the pacing. I think I was able to receive it. It's so funny because we just did Mario and I talked about pacing negatively.
Yeah.
But for me in this film, it's so nostalgic. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of being home on a Saturday, watching like literally anything on Comedy Central. Like She's Gotta Have It, any one of those Mandy Moore films from like 2002. Mean Girls, yes. Initiation of Sarah. Yeah. It's like, not even knowing where it was going to go, I wasn't as concerned with how long it was taking to get where they were going. Yeah. Because anytime I could think about like, what are y'all up to? Right. Somebody would change their fashions or do a little something, and it gave me all those feels. So yeah, I definitely give it a 10, but I completely understand that score for sure. Yeah. Now, I feel like this section might be the section where we have the most to talk about other than music, acting and dialogue. Now, for acting and dialogue, I give it a 10.
I gave it a 10 as well. And that goes back to my original statement I had, where these characters are clearly defined. Yes. They take time to show us who they are, their dynamic in the group, what they represent. A lot is told through their fashions, which again, we'll get into that later. Yeah. But yeah, I gave it a 10 for that reason. Everybody delivered. Every character that's here, like, understood the assignment. I mean, in the featurette, they even said it. Yeah. Everybody's so, like, some of them even are their character. Like, there's a bit of the real person in the character. Absolutely. So everybody really kind of becomes their character.
Yes. And they did do, like, a behind-the-scenes featurette, just like Good Boy did. Yeah. So, if you're able to catch this in theaters, hopefully they put that on streaming as well. Will. But make sure you watch all of it, because the appreciation for the film, the craft, and the work that they gave is so good. So we have Lily Reinhart as Apple, the kind of salacious, very intense and pragmatic leader. Queen Bee. She is the epitome of a queen bee. Yeah. There's a scene you're gonna see where she just like does like a double back and like whips her hair around. It's just all of those things.
How do you? And it's such a small, like, you can't even really explain it. But how do you end up like, somebody gets your attention, you whip back, but you're also in a pose, like somebody could take a picture right now, hand on hip and everything, perfect angles. Like that's ridiculous.
Yes,
but that's our type of show.
She showed out. Yeah. And she actually was on Riverdale, and she was in a drama film Hustlers in 2019.
I'm gonna have to look deeper into her. Yeah. She's definitely one of my standouts. They all did so great.
Yes. Now, the new girl Pumpkin is played by Lola Marie Tung. She's known for The Summer I Turned Pretty on Amazon Prime. Yeah. And she also did a Tony-winning musical called Hadestown in 2004. Hey. And she is so, watching her develop. She's one of the most fun to watch in this film. Yeah. Because
she's the new girl.
She's the new girl being brought in.
She has like kind of like the biggest arc, because you already kind of see who they are, and they're already kind of
who they are.
That thing. Yeah, they already are who they are. So it's like, how is this pretzel bitch gonna come in and what is this? Exactly. And there's a lot of questions there too. And I think she plays that really well. Yeah. Where it's like, is she here to like be an underling? Is she here to be her bestie? Yeah. Is she here to like take over the throne? Like,
exactly.
There's a lot of different questions, right?
What do we have going on?
And it kind of leaves you there like wondering, like, what is she going to do here?
Yeah. And then we have Alexandra Shipp. Who played Aaliyah in the Lifetime Aaliyah movie. She was in Straight Outta Compton.
I forgot she did that.
And she is the second official live action Storm from the rebooted franchise from the films such as X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And she was also in Love, Simon. Okay. So Alexandra, I'm so excited to see her in this. I know she's gotten like, you know, different comments about like the whole Storm thing.
Yeah.
And like Storm was such like an underused character, both as Halle Berry and Alexandra Shipp.
Right.
This film, I think she flourished so well.
I think she did too. She really got some time to shine.
Hilarious
on this ensemble, and I mean, yeah, you can't blame her for them not showing Storm. In her iteration.
Exactly.
But there was a lot of things going on with that movie apparently. But you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a different podcast.
Different podcast.
Episode. Same podcast, different episode.
Correct.
So, but yeah, I think she definitely shined here, and she clearly defined who Fig is and what Fig wants out of life.
Yes, and she is. I can't even say she's the most complex, because they all have their own
layers.
That are
much like
so
this podcast,
wild.
They too are layered.
Yes, they are layered cakes.
Yeah,
we can say that because we're gay.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not.
That is true.
But yeah, there's such a sweetness about her in this film. I want to give you a chance to talk about.
What are we talking about? Victoria?
Well, yeah, and your rating. Did you already?
Oh, I didn't. I don't think I even said that.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not say it? Oh
maybe,
my god,
maybe
that's
not.
Crazy.
But make sure
I know we did. I didn't say it already.
Okay. You got a 10 as well.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I blended together.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, Emma Chamberlain's also here. She did a great job. I haven't seen her in anything else. I'm trying to see if she has any other movies. Oh, she also was in Ruby Gilman, the teenage Kraken.
Oh,
yeah,
that was such a good movie.
That's a cool, good movie. Underrated.
That was a
quarter in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a fun, great movie. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we already talked about Lily. We talked about Lola. She is a showgirl. We already talked about Alexandra. All right. I can't believe you left me Victoria.
I don't want to take everything.
Victoria,
so I want you to start because I'm gonna jump on.
Left me a couple of crumbs, but he left me the best, honestly.
Honestly.
And the reason this was so Victoria,
you
Pedretti,
crazy.
The reason it was so this is such a huge thing to be left on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because it was so shocking to find out who she actually was.
Goop.
She was so enmeshed in this character. I could not recognize her. I could not recognize her. Victoria, I mean, most of you guys probably saw her recently in You, the Netflix show.
Yeah.
She also was in A Haunting of Bly Manor, The Haunting of Hill House. She is also credited as being in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Pony Boy. But like those first three, those are where we know her from. And that's likely where a lot of people know her from.
Yes.
Because she's heavily featured. And this is Love Quinn. And I was like, what? There was a moment where I thought she was actually Hilary Duff. Like, she's fully enmeshed in this character, and I was gagged.
Let me tell you,
I was gagged.
The gift of sight. One of my favorite things to do is look like when we're watching films. I can pick people out, and I'm that person who is just like, oh, that's so and so from so and so. To this day, well, she hasn't done it honestly for this year of 2026. But my mom has called me, and she'd be like, and who was the person who was on stage with Beyonce this one time who did so-and-so? And I'm like, oh, this was Alicia Keys. This was so-and-so. Who was that one girl in this one film? And that's something, so I think I really started to do it a lot. Just because like growing up, my mom would always come to me. I love picking out voices too when we watch like animated stuff. Looking this girl in the face, I know her, but I could not tell.
I couldn't even tell if I knew her.
At the beginning, I'm like, these are teenagers and high schoolers.
Yeah.
You know? And then they started talking about like college and like master's programs, and I'm like,
oh, I guess they're a little bit older.
I guess they're a little bit older.
Right.
Lo and behold, Cherry is the motherfucking bent neck lady.
Yeah.
You will love Quinn.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because in the behind the scenes, she's in her brunette center part bust down.
Like how we recognize her, how we know her.
In a sweater. And always knew she was an amazing actress.
Yeah.
This is my favorite performance of her.
Yeah.
Devastatingly talented. It was so good. Honestly, cannot wait to rewatch this film.
I'm chomping at the bit to rewatch this. It's really good.
This is way more of a comedy. You has funny moments.
Yeah.
But this was a little bit more intentionally funny.
It was intentionally funny. It is, a dark comedy at its heart. And it is laugh from the top.
Yeah.
These, for all the acting, the drama, and all the stuff going on, definitely shout out to the cast for their comedic chops.
Yes.
Because the timing is wild.
It's wild.
The comedic timing is wild and hilarious.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, I want to talk about, if that's okay, cinematography and what you gave the film.
Well, before we get into cinematography,
shit.
I did have this movie has so many quotable moments.
Oh yes.
And I had a couple of quotes here that I just had to say. Is somebody wearing the Mojave body mist? Yeah,
I'm wearing
tell
it. You. And then the cinematography in that too, because the scene
is so good. It's gonna lead us right into it. And then, are we still best friends? You know I don't believe in hierarchy within female friend groups.
Listen.
Yeah. They ate down.
This shit was so funny. And then Apple, I won't say who she says it to, but like, Omari did it on their podcast. You do it all the time. Like, one of the girls is questioning Pumpkin. And Apple is like, what did she say? She's like, when do you start hitting women?
Oh, yeah. When do you start hitting women? And she's like, but wait, I don't.
Wait, no. And, man, this film was so good. Yeah. Honestly, automatically, I do think that if you are a girl or one of the girls, you're gonna love it.
I do think
I do believe the straighties can enjoy this too, and I really hope
they can too, and I hope they get it.
I hope you get it.
It is satirical. It's,
1,000,000%.
It's dark humor. It's giving everything that a quote unquote girl should give.
Yeah.
It's there. If you get it, you get it. And I hope you get it.
And I really hope you do.
Yeah.
Because this movie is for everybody.
It is.
But if you're one of the 2 G's, you're really just gonna get a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And just, sit there.
Yeah. But all that to say, now we can move on to cinematography. Right on me. So straight from that scene, the Mojave body mist.
I found it.
It is a great shot. There's a lot of great shots in this movie. They hit the beats. When you have a click movie like this with the girls and the queen bees, you gotta have your slow-mo shots. You gotta have your go-to shots. You gotta have your wardrobe. Yeah. And the wardrobe here is everything.
Everything.
Right from that first scene, when Apple comes in, she got that little green and black number on with the hot pants and the stockings and the trench before she takes that off. And the girls are clearly defined. That's what I mean by the characters are very defined immediately.
Yes.
From their clothing. In that very first scene, you got her dressed. Apple dressed as that. You have Cherry in that white top with the hat and the pink hot pants, and then you got Fig dressed in black head to toe, goth down, devoid. Yeah. So they really nail it.
Very true.
That's the shot.
That's the shot. And while the girls play with color, texture, silhouette with all of their looks and have varying looks, their intro looks tend to hold true to who they are as a core. You do have Fig, who's the more conservative of the original trio. You have Cherry, who's like the wild child, who is being controlled by Apple to a degree, but one of her freedoms is expressing herself through her fashion and the amount of her body that she's going to honestly reveal in doing so. Yeah. And then you have Apple, who is kind of like the midway of like how things are going to go. This also makes me think of going a little bit back to the story and the characters, id, ego, super ego. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have Fig as kind of like the ego, the more balanced, reasonable person who, does the stuff, is with the sisters, but isn't an extremist. We have Cherry, who is the id and is really just like damn near pleasure based.
Right.
Kind of like by default, and in her fashion, her styles, and her goings-ons, in the mall. And then we have Apple as a super ego who is, the real shot caller, who's in charge, and is in control pretty much of everyone.
Yeah.
Until Pumpkin gets there.
And it changes the dynamic as far as who's in charge, who's in control, who's important, what's all going on here.
Yeah.
So I completely agree.
Yeah. I gave cinematography, I gave it a 10 because it made me feel, again, very nostalgic.
Yeah.
For the Audis, the early Audis.
They captured that really well.
They captured it so well.
The standout scene for me was the chanting scene with the boot.
Yeah.
And then they just descend into the dancing.
Yeah.
And the dancing was very much,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very much. Yeah, and
the
just
girls
very
were dancing.
Very feminine, very woman. What's that? Mother Earth.
Very that.
Yeah. The girls are in the woods running around.
Yeah. It's not much for me
Moon
to
energy.
critique on it or say it's just...
Yeah. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. And that's the thing with a lot of these categories. Really, the movie as a whole, it understood itself. And it did what it was supposed to do for what it is.
Absolutely.
And I mean that in the best way.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
And then lastly, for sound design. I think, this is another one of the handful of films that we watched, just like They Will Kill You, that like the cinematography and the sound design is so interwoven so well. Like Mario as well, too. That was another one that like they're working so cohesively that it's phenomenal. Even in the down moments where it's like we're just watching a couple of girls in the mall, right? The tracks are hitting.
Yeah.
They're walking and modeling to it literally in just like how they walk.
Yeah.
But we know those girls. You guys know those baddies. Those girls who are really just, they hear the music in their head when they walk.
They do.
They can't be spoken to any type of way and they don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regina George and the Plastics. It's very that,
Yeah.
The girls in Jawbreakers.
Yeah. That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. And this movie gives that, and I think the soundtrack lends to it expertly.
Yeah. I completely agree. I gave sound design a 10 for that reason. The things as far as like the movie itself, like, okay, somebody's walking or somebody's hanging something or something drops, that's sound design too. But this movie really excels in its score and the song selection.
Yes.
The score was done by Anna Durbeck. And that's when you look up the soundtrack on, at least on YouTube Music. When you look up that soundtrack, you're going to get like the score, the music. You're not going to get the needle drops, but that's fine. You have to do that separately.
Yeah.
But it's one of those situations, I don't really know how that works or why that happens, but it happens occasionally in movies where those needle drops are not included in the actual official soundtrack. Maybe rights, I don't know what goes on with there.
Yeah.
But the score itself is very creepy, mysterious, poppy. It's a lot of different ranges there, and the needle drops mirror that. This is one of those, just like you said, They Will Kill You. They go in so well with the original score that's created, along with the songs that were chosen. The soundtrack was so good, y'all, that when the movie went off, I pulled up my phone and started taking pictures of every single song that came up in the credits. I want to go find these later, and I can't risk pulling up the soundtrack and it doesn't have all these songs on it. And thank God I did that, because it doesn't have all the songs in there. There's some standout tracks for me. Rags by Bria Salmina. Phenomenal. That's one sort of part of the like dark, shadowy side of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because the songs they chose themselves are also like, some of them are mysterious, like dark sounding. Some of them are more like poppy, bubblegum pop. Literally, the next song on my list was Pop Girl by Lexi Lou. Phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And then we have Scantily Clad by Halt and Freddie. Also phenomenal. I said it there and I'll say it again. The only song missing from this soundtrack was The Boys Want to Be Her by Peaches. And I might have to do a fan edit with that. Because it's very much of the time. And like Relly said, this is a bit of an anachronistic situation because it's like, I don't know what time we're in. I don't know. And then the music doesn't help.
Yeah.
Because the music can be from 2026 or it could be from like 2003.
Absolutely.
Like, it's very much that. Yeah. And so I really enjoyed that. They have some popular songs too that you may know, but I'm not going to mention those just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll leave those actually for you guys unless you want to mention some.
Oh no, I actually wanted to double back a little bit on cinematography. And shout out the cinematographer. Found him listed. It is Kareem Hussein. And he did Forbidden Fruits. He also did a couple other films you may know, such as Infinity Pool, starring Mia Goth.
What? I can see that though.
He also did Orphan First Kill.
I can see that
in
too.
In 2022. Mm-hmm. And in the same year, he had a good 2022. He also did the Firestarter remake.
Oh, wow.
And then
that is one good thing.
He also did another film that may be on one of our rundowns. Maybe it'll be the fourth film for this month's halfway to Halloween.
Yeah.
Random Acts of Violence that we just watched on Shudder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, starring Jesse Williams.
Yeah. Oh.
He's Kareem, he has so many, it looks like he's on his horror.
That's the thing, because even though that movie was good.
Yeah.
But one of the standouts was the way it was filmed.
Yes.
And the same for Firestarter. Firestarter was okay. Mm-hmm. But the way it was filmed, you can't take that away.
Yeah.
That was good. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Tommy Pickle.
Definitely wanted to shout out him for that. So
shout out to him.
Well, now it's time for our overall. If you're able to count at least to 10, you know that my score obviously is a 10. It was a clean sweep. Spoiler alert from the beginning. I really loved and enjoyed this film. There's other things I want to make sure that you're aware of that we really touch on.
Okay.
It gets kind of dark.
It does get dark. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Shudder, but Shudder is known for like some darker, graphic type of horror situations. So, and you might not. I didn't even realize this was really a horror until I saw the Shudder. Then I was like, oh, okay. And then I kind of forgot, and then you kind of are reminded.
So just
tread lightly.
Tread lightly.
Mind your business.
I wanted to make sure that we didn't leave here and let y'all know that some shit is gonna go.
Cause you might try to go there and shake some ass, but you can go there and shake ass.
Yeah.
But you do have to be on alert because things are going on. This is a Shudder movie. Has a horror base.
Yeah.
It has a lot of sugar and spice on top.
People may get hurt.
People may get hurt.
So do keep that in mind. There's one disclaimer I want to throw at the end. But it's a 10 for me.
10 for you.
I'm gonna be putting this, on my rotation.
Yeah.
To watch.
This is gonna be an annual something.
Yeah.
We should have an annual party where we watch this.
That's what I want.
And then we dress like them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Inspired outfits. I can't wait for the wigs. But yes, I gave it a 9.75. Y'all know I did ding them for
I'll allow it.
For their story a little bit because of that continuity. Mm-hmm. But all in all, that's just really nitpicking, honestly. Again, I think if you get it, you're gonna get it and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I cannot praise this movie enough. Yeah. It was everything I didn't even know I needed.
Yeah.
It falls right in there with those big ones that we mentioned before. Mean Girls, The Craft, these Girl Squad movies. So, yeah.
All in all, Forbidden Fruits is a very nostalgic love letter to the early oddies.
It is.
Yeah, and
in every way, honestly.
Female-led horror ensembles, witchery, mall shenanigans, baddies being baddies,
hierarchies,
and dealing with the consequences.
Exactly.
It's a particularly fun time, and once you're able to enjoy the visuals of the fashions, the styles, the quips and the jokes, you can get through some of the slower burn, because let me tell you, they may have a little bit of trouble striking that match, but the match is covered in oil.
It is.
And once it live,
oh, it's flaming hot,
baby.
And we ain't talking Cheetos.
And the movie will run away with you in the best way possible.
Runaway love.
Please make sure. Too soon.
Oh, okay.
Word to Kiki. But definitely take a look at this film.
Please do.
Tune in next week, where actually and finally next week Wednesday will be another Wild Card Wednesday, where we are going to do a submission that was submitted to us to watch.
True.
Cannot wait to do it.
I can't wait, honestly.
Thank you.
I really can't wait. Thank
Deborah,
you
for submitting that movie.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then we have another, which will be Undertone. And then we'll decide what our fourth horror film will be on the final Wednesday of this month.
Right.
Reddit reviews always
on
every Fridays. Check out, if you haven't already, our review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie that just came out on Monday, a couple days ago.
The movie, the musical, the play, the song,
the everything.
Transcribe.
And make sure that you like and subscribe.
Comment let us know if it's something you want us to watch. Let us know if there's some kind of Reddit story that you want us to read. We will do that for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We love and appreciate
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.